Hello, we are Team 8 and we'll be talking about NeoCity in Osceola County in Florida in the United States. We will touch upon the introduction, the problem, solution, implementation, and expected impact with an expansion plan. Let's start. In USA, homelessness is a prevalent problem. In 2024, the point-in-time count reported to be more than 770,000 individuals living on streets or in temporary housing, which is an increase of 18% compared to 2023. So in Florida in 2025, there is an estimation of almost 30,000 individuals are experiencing homelessness and 6,000 are teens and young adults. This is putting Florida in the fourth highest ranking among the states with the highest homeless population. However, Florida is ranked third highest of homelessness per capita. And this issue is driven primarily by severe shortage of affordable housing, because factors such as economic inequality, natural disaster, and limited access to supportive services are forcing many to choose between paying rent, food, or health care. In Central Florida counties, the PIT count reached almost 3,000 homeless individuals in 2025, where around 1,000 of them are unsheltered. The new law in 2024 made it illegal to sleep in public spaces, so it is one of the strictest anti-homeless measures in the nation. Therefore, there are suspicions of undercounting in 2025, as homeless people do not wish to be arrested.
What is NeoCity? NeoCity is a 500-acre innovation district in Osceola County, Florida. It is positioned to become a major technology hub in the southeastern United States. The district is anchored by semiconductors, photonics, and advanced manufacturing, and is aimed to help a region transition from tourism-based economy to high-wage STEM economy. Around NeoCity, there are many strong urban resources: universities, medical hub, tech cluster, major airport, and regional transportation stations. Because of this asset, NeoCity has huge collaboration possibilities with nearby institutions. What is the purpose of NeoCity's master plan? The NeoCity master plan has three main purposes. Number one is economic diversification, reduce dependence on low-wage tourism jobs and create a more resilient STEM-based economy. Number two is global competitiveness, build a high-tech ecosystem with a strong industry, academia, government collaboration. Number three is workforce development and social mobility. It's providing education and training pathways so residents can move into high-skill, high-wage jobs. This is a blueprint of NeoCity. The master plan is organized into four main zones. Number one is core technology districts. Number two, education and workforce zone. Number three, mixed-use innovation campus. And fourth, smart infrastructure. These zones work together to support research, business, and community function, etc. One of the first facilities built in NeoCity is Novation. It includes a Class A space and NeoCity Academy, and it's already operating. Novation has three main roles. Number one is prototyping hub. Number two, industry incubation. It is related with Class A facilities. And number three is smart city operation core. And the academy works as social contributor offering STEM-based education programs. For this project, we focus on homelessness issues. We divided the cause of homelessness into three types. Number one is unemployment. Number two is fleeing, family violence. Number three is natural disaster. For each group, we analyzed statistics and cause to design customized solutions. Let's look at the first group, people who become homeless due to unemployment. In Florida, many people work in tourism, travel, and seasonal service jobs. These jobs are low wage and unstable. For example, the wage level in the leisure and hospitality sector is about 1/10 of information sectors. Also, when crises happen, like 2008 financial crisis or COVID-19, these workers suffer extremely high vulnerabilities. So, what is major causes? Number one is low level of education. Osceola County has a lower educational attainment than other cities. And number two, low wage and unstable employment. Between 2023 and 2024, the number of unemployment, involuntary part-time, and discouraged workers increased. Number three is lack of institutional support in case of employment. As you see the graph and the map, the Florida provides only 12 weeks of unemployment benefits. It's shortest in USA compared to Montana's 8 weeks is very low.
Next is the statistical status relating to homelessness due to fleeing of victims from domestic violence. According to Florida Department of Children and Families, almost 107,000 domestic violence crimes were reported in 2020 and more than 60,000 of which resulted in their arrests. Meanwhile, from among the 13 domestic violence cases which resulted in death, 9 or 69% of which the perpetrators had history of substance abuse. Domestic violence apparently is caused by financial control and dependency as the survivors themselves shared to the authorities. A report in January 2024 showed that in 2022 to 2023, among the 4,500 domestic violence reports initiated, 4,100 of which participated in financial empowerment services. Another cause also is immediate escape for safety as victims' lives are threatened. The US recorded approximately 76,000 hotline calls with approximately 200,000 counseling hours.
Our third homelessness issue is natural disaster-driven displacement. Sudden and unplanned displacement is the first pattern. People unexpectedly become homeless when hit by hurricanes, leaving many into temporary or permanent displacement. An annual report noticed that homelessness increased by 70% after the Hurricane Ian. After such events, 15% never return home. The second pattern is temporary or transitional living. Many displaced residents are forced into short-term, unstable living arrangements. And in addition, Florida's housing market makes recovery extremely difficult as people struggle to afford new rentals. There are two major underlying factors that causes this. The first is pre-existing housing instability, where 1.3 million of low-income households spend more than half of their income just to stay housed, meaning that even a small disruption can push them out of the housing market entirely. And the second factor is the lack of resilient infrastructure or financial resources to recover. Florida has some of the highest home insurance costs in the country, and about 20% of the homeowners are completely uninsured. So when a disaster hits, these families have no safety net to repair or rebuild. Next, we'll look at solutions to our problems.
All our solutions become possible when we expand the role of innovation. We define innovation as a strong linking platform. It connects government, industry, academia, and non-profit to provide integrated programs for vulnerable population like homelessness. And those programs is always related with a solution. To do this, innovation needs three progress system steps. Step 1 is data building. It's analyzing homeless activities area using GIS and also conducting survey and interview. Number 2 is data connection. It's about categorizing and integrating data and also providing customized information and refers. Step 3 is program implementation, using the data to build a new policy and programs, also coordinating all partners through innovation. Through this process, innovation can provide new customized solutions for each underlying cause of homelessness. This diagram shows how each type of program is matched with a different solution. To address unemployment-related homelessness, we propose the Low-Tech Microenterprise Mobility Hub, shortly LTMEM Hub. Right now, Neo City mostly supports people with high education and high-tech backgrounds, but many individuals experiencing homelessness previously work in low-skill service jobs. So what we really need is a solution is that low-tech, low-barrier, low-cost, but high utility. The LTMEM Hub has three main functions. So, number one is low-tech business launchers. This is 6 to 12 weeks rapid program that help participants start practical low-cost micro business. Number 2 is Safe Income Bridge program. This program provides small stipends during the training period. Number 3 is Mobility Ladders. This builds a step-by-step pathway allowing participants to move from low-tech income to high-tech skill job. The LTMEM have developed through 4 phases. Phase 1 Foundation, we first convert existing labs into low-tech workshops. Phase 2 Safe Income Bridge, we provide gig work opportunity, a matching system, and a small stipend so participants can maintain stable income during training. Phase 3 is scaling. In this stage, we help micro enterprise growth through kind of marketing support. Phase 4 is pathway expansion. Finally, we open pathway to upward mobilities by offering advanced digital skill training.
One solution for homelessness due to domestic violence is NeoFinLift, which aims to empower domestic violence survivors to achieve financial independence by implementing digital job placement portal, secure financial onboarding and banking integration, and training and certification infrastructure. These will allow them to be integrated into the system of growing industries in Neo City. Another is the Neo Recover Connect, which integrates digital transformation to services supporting the victims and even providing assistance to perpetrators, making these accessible for all. A Neo City Digital Recovery Hub will be established along with a smart sobriety digital tracking system. Both solutions have phased implementation, starting with building its digital backbone and core partnership within 6 months, thereafter providing immediate income stabilization and preventing housing displacement within a year, and finally, scaling all this to multi-county impact and long-term stability.
Taking into account the existing roles of Neovation in Prototyping Hub, the Resilient Housing Development Hub is a new role within Neovation and includes 2 parts. The first one is the Resilient Housing Hub at Neo City. It acts as a prototyping lab where the architects, engineer, and construction tech partners can work together to build modular prefabricated units that can survive Florida-specific risks to natural disasters. The second part is the solution of statewide design competition. This brings in talent from across Florida to design low-cost units that can be rapidly deployed after hurricanes. Winning teams would get support to build full-scale pilots on Neo City or county-owned land. This is the implementation plan for our solution on natural disaster-related homelessness. In short term, we focus on setting the foundation, and this phase builds the structure, resources, and direction of the projects. In the medium term, the project becomes hands-on. This phase turns ideas into tested, policy-ready solutions. And in the long term, we scale and institutionalize the work, and this phase ensures long-term impact and statewide adoption. In the next part, we will go into the expected impacts of our solutions and the expansion plans.
Finally, this diagram shows the new governance model of Neovation. The yellow program represents the new component we are adding. These programs connect directly with community partners and highlight Neovation's expanded role in the district. With this governance system in place, Neovation becomes a platform that support financial stability and strengths, housing resilience, expand workforce mobility, and also links low-tech and high-tech opportunities also. This is the long-term impact we aim to create Neo City.
The new role of Neo City's Innovation Center is expected to result in immediate income stabilization, expand economic mobility, and establish a statewide supported model for long-term across Florida. With all this, the people will have a safer, more economically stable, and disaster-resilient Florida, and that homeless will gain stable income, recovery, support, and even resilient housing through all these solutions.
Lastly, we have the slide of scalability and knowledge transfer. Our solutions in the new role of Neovation can be scaled and transferred to diverse contexts by exporting its methods to other U.S. cities and international regions facing displacement and housing pressures. Other cities in the U.S. face similar issues with homelessness, making replication and adaptation possible. And especially in Europe, the same framework can be adapted to support refugee integration by providing rapid deployment of housing, low barrier income pathways, and digital trauma recovery systems. Overall, the new roles of Neovision can be adapted to different social and regulatory contexts. Thank you for listening to our presentation.